What up, Celtic Nations, Green Teamers, and everybody across the board that loves sports and basketball? We are back with another discussion today about the Boston Celtics, who are about to be on the verge of going 74-8. Yes, I'm pushing the narrative of 74-8, but this is more or less of a preview of our road trip, the back-to-back games we have against the Hornets, and are we able to bounce back from our yet great comeback, attempt, but a disappointing loss to the Pacers, in which, we shot ourselves in our own leg with that. We shot ourselves in the foot with that one anyway, because, we came out flat. We let them go up 24, and we let certain things just happen that shouldn't have happened. But that's all a part of a long season. It's a part of basketball, and it's a part of working through the kinks of defending a title. Now, with that being said, we're getting into the Hornets. Now, the Hornets, they have their full roster. They have a nice little star-studded lineup. Not star-studded, but young talent. You know what I'm saying? They have LaMelo Ball, B. Miller over there, and they just have a bunch of other guys over there that are just pretty solid. I can't remember their whole roster. I don't think that they're going to be making any noise this year. But the Celtics tend to have this thing where they go on the road, and if they play these lower tier teams, they make games out of them. And once again, the Hornets are a professional basketball team, but they really only have two players, to be honest with you. And with the way we play, the style that we have, the defensive guys that we have five guys that are going to be shooting at least 10 threes or 5+ threes in the game. We shoot damn near 50 a game, which I don't know if the Hornets are going to be able to keep up with this, but here's the thing. If we don't keep up with our defensive assignments and we don't keep focus on that end and just keep our foot on their necks and our foot on the gas pedal, these are going to be games. And I only say that as well because the Hornets got us last year. You know what I'm saying? They got us last year, and that's not to put any stock into it or whatever, but considering we just dropped a game on the road, and considering we're on the road for a couple of games, we're back-to-back with the Hornets, then I believe we go to Atlanta, and then we have a brief stint where the Warriors come here and play with us. But we have to take advantage of these two games. We can't come out lackadaisical. We must come out and establish dominance, basically. We must show every team right now why we are the champions and why we deserve it. Because once again, there's that rumblings in the backgrounds where, we fluked that chip last year. So now it's time to prove to everybody that we're not a fluke. And once again, we're doing it without Zingy, dog. And if y'all don't know who Zingy is in here, dog, don't forget to like the video, subscribe as well too. We talking about Porzingis, bro. You know what I mean? Our 7'4", center. The guy who changes everything once he comes back on the court. So long as we just hold off on that for a little bit and we just keep playing the way we are and we stop playing with teams, because at this point we're so far ahead of the competition, I believe, until teams figure out that they need to start shooting 63s. Because if you ask me, I think the Celtics are low-key changing the game to another level that we've never seen before, where it's going to be you have to shoot these threes and have the personnel to keep up with these guys. Yeah, on the off night they're going to lose. Will it look bad? It's possible, but at the same time, it's like when it looks bad, they come back, they make a lead that looks crazy in a minute and 30 seconds. They chop that down to tie a game and send it into overtime. So even with all that going on, it's not like it's a bad thing of what we're doing, because the league is already 3-point stretch offense anyway. So with us just magnifying it and stretching it and doing the Orca offense and Joe Mazzulla's math on it right now, we're good. Now, I also want to get into somebody who I think we should start seeing more minutes too, especially on this road trip. Neemias Queta. You know what I'm saying? Neemias Queta. I've been saying Neemias Queta since last year. I believe in getting more reps and just having the minutes. He could be a Rob Williams-esque type of guy that we just have off the bench. You know what I mean? Because he has the athleticism. He's a 7-footer. He's a big body. He kills the offensive glass. I know that in the Indiana game, that's what really changed the whole game. You know what I mean? That's what started having that run happen. And we could have put Allen, but he had the blocks. Teams were afraid to go in there and lay it up on him. He's a paint threat. And I think we need to start giving him more looks, especially when we want to relieve Al. And I know a lot of people are like, let's not get rid of, but let's bring down Kornet's minutes. But here's my thing. All of these dudes, as far as our centers, bring something different to the game and a different element in the game each time they play. And I think we have these weapons for different matchups. When teams are more physical, when teams are a lot more smart on the IQ side, because as much as people don't like Kornet, I think Kornet's a good IQ player. You know what I mean? And with the IQ that he has, he changes the games as far as when he gets those loose balls, he's able to dish it off to somebody instead of trying to put it back up. He knows exactly where the dudes are on the court. Where Neemias Queta, He'll get that offensive board. He's getting better at it this year. Like, he had a big key tip-off to Jaylen Brown last night that I think caused a three-point play, or at least the free throws, which I think Jaylen missed. So he's getting that IQ there, too, which is coming with practicing with the guys like Cornette and Allen and everything. But feature him in the lineup a lot more, and I think this will, like, relieve a lot more pressure on, like, paint scoring, too, because a lot of teams are getting off on the paint with us. But as well, with that being said, Indiana did this a lot late in the game too, is where they get the switch off, and when they get that switch off, because you're trying to shade Neemias, they're getting him in that pick and roll action a lot. So it's like you don't want to feature him in heavy minutes, in heavy minutes, but it's worth giving him those looks because he affects the game. Neemias Queta affects the game. He's plus minus is definitely on the plus side and on the upside because he gets the rebounds, he gets the offensive glasses. He's a 7-footer who's huge, man, and athletic. I like him. I like Neemias Queta a lot. So I think on this road trip, we should feature him a lot more in these lineups and just give it a look, especially since, you know, how we like to downplay these lower opponents. Since we're playing the Hornets twice and then we got the Hawks, why not play him and give him these minutes? You've seen what he did and how he changed the game in Indiana. And this is against the Eastern Conference Finals team. Like, that was a hostile environment, if you ask me. That's almost playoff-like environment. I know it's early and I'm gassing a little bit, but why not? But I honestly feel that we need to really come out. Let's see, we're 0-1 right now on this road trip, and we have 2 back-to-back, and then we pretty much need to win out on this road trip in order for, you know, the media and everybody to not, like, get on us about things. I know right now they're saying that we're so far ahead of teams, but I feel like if we drop a game or 2 on this road trip and we don't win it out, they're definitely going to kill us in the media. So for the media's sake, I hope that we get this. You know, and plus, once again, I'm pushing for 74-8. So we got 1 loss. There's 7 more to go. And we can't lose 7 more games. We can't lose 2 games or many games like this early. One's cool. We need to go on like a 15 to 20 game win streak. You know what I mean? And then I'll be safe with running with the 74-8 narrative that I'm trying to push here out into the universe because I enjoy it. I don't want the MVP as much, because I'd rather get finals MVPs with one of our guys than the MVP, because I feel like the MVP kind of puts like a burden, and if you're not Jordan or certain guys, you just don't win the MVP, or Kobe, you just don't win the MVP and get a chip. So I just don't really want the MVP. I care less about that. So with that being said, man, I'm out of here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's talk about this Celtics talk here, man. I know it's new to y'all out here in the universe, but come talk to me, baby. Let's chat about it. I'm out of here. Peace.